Hello there. We are in the New Forest. I don't even know why I'm out of breath already. I literally walked up a tiny hill. Man, what is going on? I'm doing my longest hike today that I've ever done, which is going to be about 30k. And I don't feel 100% today. So it's going to be interesting. But anyway, New Forest National Park, and there's lots of little horses in this national park, so let's get manoeuvring. So I believe that part of the trail we're walking is called the Tall Trees Trail. So you can see some pretty tall trees. They're all Douglas firs at the moment. It's pretty tall. I believe the tallest tree in the UK is in Scotland, I think. Could be wrong, but I know it's a Douglas fir. It's about 218 feet tall. I don't know what that is in normal people conversion of meters, but that is what I read it as, was like 218. I could be wrong on that, but it vaguely rings a bell. But yeah, Douglas firs are pretty cool trees, and they get pretty tall. There's a Wellingtonia over there. So you would have like the family of redwoods. So you would have the giant redwoods, the famous ones in California. It's on my bucket list to go and hike amongst those, because those are wicked. And then you have the coastal redwoods, which is the tallest tree in the world is a coastal redwood, Hyperion. The largest mass tree in the world is the General Sherman, which is a giant redwood. And then you have the third redwood, which is a I can't remember what it's called now. You got giant, coastal, and another one, and I cannot remember. It's Sequoiadendron something. Sequoiadendron giganteum is giant redwood in Latin. Oh wow, I am rusty on my Latin. Rusty. I haven't practiced that in a couple of years, but yeah, there's like three: coastal, giant. Oh, what is the other one? It's completely gone from my mind. It is completely gone. But anyway, the two, coastal and giant, are the main big boys. The little horses are here. Hello. There's three. The trio. The New Forest is basically known for its little ponies. And there they are. There's like loads of them all around the national park. And they just chill out, let to roam free. I remember driving through here once, and it was just like in the dark. They just stand in the roads, and you just see like glowing eyes, and you're like, what the hell? And it's just a horse just chilling in the road, like hello. So yeah, you can't really drive fast around here. It's a little weird. Kind of like a picnic area, but no barbecues. There's loads of like little wooden teepees built everywhere, and just trees. This place is called Jubilee Grove, planted June 1969 to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the Forestry Commission. Damn, so that was 1919. The Forestry Commission have been going since. It's just like the deer platform. Those little teepees. I remembered the final redwood. Dawn redwood, Metasequoia tristoboides. It came back to me just now. Only took like an hour. Man, it is pretty much just bracken and trees, all pines and larches and beech trees. But it's been very the same. So there's not been a whole lot to show you guys. It's just been kind of the scenery's not changed. So I think it's like 11-ish, and I'm already trying to send out my boozer radar and detect any boozers nearby. I can't find any yet, but don't you worry, I'll find them. As a semi-retired alcoholic, the quench the quenching thirst of a pint is not what I expected to be feeling at this time of day, but I've got a lot going on in life, so I'll let it slide. All the heather pines and Douglas, larches, trees. I mean, it does give it away. It's the New Forest. Of course, it's going to be Of course, there's going to be a lot of trees. Oh man, we're only like 7.5k in. We've got a long way to go today. A long way. Yeah, I've never done 30k before. Most of it I've ever done is 28, and I was pretty cream crackered after that one. So, and that was a while ago as well, when I wasn't as fat. So I'm a little bit larger than that. The longest thing I've done recently was Seven Sisters, I think, and that was like 26k. So we'll see how we feel at the end. Most likely in pain, but it's all good training for the world. On that subject, I know I said I was going to go away in August, but there's so much going on in my life right now. I don't think I'm going to be able to get away for the next leg in August. So it's most likely going to be September, which is a little bit annoying, but hopefully it will even out a little bit. So now, the bonus side of it is I'm going to miss the chaos of summer holidays, which is like, even in England, it's just so busy, and I'm really I think I caught one of the early holidays flying, and it was just horrible. It was so busy. Everything's so much more expensive as well. So I should then miss that and be back and catch the end of alpine season before winter comes in. So I had like a few. Oh, look at that! That's cool. I had a few countries in mind, but I'm gonna say the next 12 months aren't gonna be like mental in terms of Project World Summit, but they will be hopefully like crammed with I have a lot planned for France, Germany, Spain, Switzerland. A lot planned for them, like a lot. So multiple trips to them. A lot of hiking, obviously. The mountain in each. I won't be doing Mont Blanc this year, definitely not. The Zugspitz. Zugspitz? There's Zugspitz. That's Germany. I had a full-on brain melt then. Germany's. I may do this year. What's the other one? I won't be doing Monte Rosa this year either. Potentially next year. It just depends on what happens this year. But you have some views while I ramble on to you about my plans for travel. But I am now at the point where I'm going all in on this, planning to make this my sole career now. Kind of stepping away from my old career. I've kind of had enough of it, and pursuing what I want to do with photography and vlogging and all of that stuff. There's also another little side thing I'm going to work on, which isn't really to do with this, but it's another side of me, like another side of things I enjoy, but it's not in this niche. So I'm going to go on that as well. But ideally, from now, I'm going to try and go all in on content creation and try and make a good living, a good go out of it all. What's the worst that can happen? That's all I say to myself. What is the worst that can happen that already hasn't happened to me? So it's all like boarded up and gated up, locked up Forestry work in progress. Damn it. This is the route we're meant to go, but if we turn right, follow this road and turn it right again, we should be able to bypass it, I'm hoping. Okay, so it turns out this is the Tall Trees Trail. The trees are indeed much taller here, and they're all pretty much Douglas firs. Oh, some coastal redwoods. Coast redwoods here. Douglas firs. Pretty cool, eh? Pretty majestic. Pretty majestic here. This is some very nice trees. Very spectacular trees. These majestic specimens with two giant sequoias, or giant redwoods. Majestic. Did you know, so those trees cannot be older than about 170, 180. So they were first introduced to the UK by the Victorians when they were in their botanical era. So there's no redwood in the UK which is older than the Victorian era. Oh, there goes my bag. A little fun fact. Run like a little Arboretum Trail. Blackwater Arboretum. Species for your senses. Yes. Time spent amongst the trees is never time wasted. Katrina Mayer. Wise words. Time doing things you don't want to do, that is time wasted. Look at that, there's a big acorn and a little polar bear. Look at him. Look at this. It's a giant acorn. Let me get closer to see its true size. Okay, the giant acorn. Why does this look perfectly placed for that squirrel from Ice Age? Look at that. He would have the time of his life with that. Nice little heather. As far as you can see. I swear there's a song called something about heather. I don't know. But there's loads of camper vans over there. Maybe there's a boozer near there. We're not even halfway around yet. Great success. It's like a whole campsite, camper vans. It reminds me of season 1 of The Walking Dead, where they're all camping on the hill, and Rick finds his family. This is what it reminds me of. The walkers are coming. Call! Look, it's a little horse meeting. A little meeting of the horses. This is the horse mafia. They've come here to discuss political matters. I'm interrupting them. This could be the horse mafia. Oh look, there's one there. And there's little cows. Look, it's a little Highland cow. Hello. No. Stay away. Oh no. Oh no. Hello, little guy. There's another one there. And there's just a little guy having a sleep there. Hello, little guy. So many cows. So we're meant to be turning left here, but I'm going to turn right because there is a boozer on the, like, a little bit further up on the right. And I want a pint, and the pint shall be mine. Yes. The pint has been acquired. It's got a pretty shit head on it, I can't lie. But a pint is a pint, so. Majestic. That's a pretty majestic woodland. Now that's the kind of woodland that you want. Filled with mist and fog. On a gloomy, rainy day. That would be just majestic. And then you could just do what you wanted, you know. You could get kidnapped by some creature. You could walk into the mist and never come out. Or you could just take awesome photos like those. Look at that, it's well cool. We're 27.76k in. Sensational. Oh man, we've made it back. 32k in like just under 9 hours. I am cream crackered, but that is the furthest we've ever walked or run, so a PB, so I'll take that.